All right, let's break down the actual blueprint for predictable business growth. We're not talking about marketing magic here. We're talking about the pure, powerful math behind getting a flood of leads you can't resist. So let's just get right to it with a question that honestly, most of us have probably asked. Why do so many businesses, even ones with amazing products or services, just seem to stall? They hit a ceiling and can't seem to break through. It's like they're running on a treadmill. And here it is. This is the answer. It's because they're always chasing the next shiny object, the latest social media hack, the new ad platform, you name it. They're chasing tactics when what they really need to be doing is building a reliable, repeatable system. That's the one mistake we're going to fix today. So here's our game plan. We're going to look at the core engine of lead gen, the 4 channels you can use, how to fuel it all with a killer offer and hook, the formula for actually getting it done, how to nurture and measure your results, and we'll wrap up with the final principle. Let's do this. Okay, first things first. We need to get the core philosophy down. This is the big idea, the mindset shift that really changes how you see growth forever. So the whole point isn't to get lucky with one clever ad or a viral post. The real goal is to build a machine that spits out leads predictably, day in and day out, using simple systems you can repeat over and over. When you have a system like that, you're the one in control. And the best part is, this big, powerful machine, it only has 3 levers. That's it. Everything you do for growth falls into one of these. You either get more eyeballs on your stuff, that's attention. You get more of those eyeballs to take action, that's conversion. Or you get them to come back for more, and that's frequency. Simple. Okay, so if those are the 3 levers, the next obvious question is, where do you find the people? Where do the leads actually come from? Well, it turns out it's not that complicated either. Everything fits into just 4 core channels. Let's break them down real quick. You've got owned channels. Think of your email or SMS list. You control it completely. No algorithm can mess with you. Then there's earned, like SEO or referrals. It takes time, but it builds massive trust. Paid is your accelerator. Ads on platforms like Meta or Google. It's the fastest way to scale up. And finally, there's borrowed, where you work with affiliates or influencers to tap into their audience and shortcut that whole trust-building process. Now, this is maybe the single most important rule when it comes to these channels, so listen up. Do not try to do them all at once. That's the biggest mistake people make. Pick one. Just one. Go deep, get really good at it, and only then, once it's working, should you even think about adding a second.
All right, so our engine is useless without fuel, right? Well, for our lead generation engine, the fuel has 2 parts, your offer and your hook. This is what makes the whole thing go.
And just look at the difference a great offer makes. It's a total game changer. With a weak offer, everything is hard. Your ads cost a fortune, nobody converts, and the business just struggles. But you flip that switch to a strong offer, all of a sudden your ads get cheap, conversions shoot through the roof, and the business just scales. The offer changes everything. So what makes an offer a grand slam? It's actually a pretty simple checklist. It has to solve a seriously painful problem. It needs to promise a very clear, specific result. It has to feel like an absolute bargain for the value they're getting. And honestly, the offer should be so good that it's actually better than your marketing. But hey, the best offer in the world doesn't matter if no one stops scrolling long enough to see it. And that's where the hook comes in. Every single thing you put out there, every ad, every post, has one job and one job only: to make someone stop and think, why should I care about this right now? So if your content or your ads are falling flat, I guarantee you the problem is the hook. A great hook is going to be super specific. It's going to focus on a result people want. It'll poke at a pain they have, or it'll just make them uncontrollably curious. That's what stops the scroll. So we've got the engine, we've got the fuel. Now it's time to actually drive the car. This part is all about execution. It's about what separates the people who just talk about this stuff from the ones who actually get results. This is a massive mindset shift. You have to stop waiting for the perfect post or the perfect video. It's a trap. The market rewards volume and consistency, not perfection. A good piece of content every single day will always beat one brilliant piece of content once a month. And as you keep putting out that volume, something cool starts to happen. You achieve what's called omnipresence. You just start showing up everywhere your ideal customer is looking. And that repetition builds familiarity. In business, familiarity is just another way of saying trust.
Now, here's a tiny detail on execution that literally makes or breaks companies. When a lead comes in, a clock starts ticking. Fast. The data is clear. The first person to respond wins. Period. It's not about price, it's about speed. Most sales are lost simply because someone else got back to the lead faster.
Okay, you got the lead. You were fast. Awesome. But the work isn't over, not even close. This next part, the nurturing and the measuring, this is where the real profit is hiding. You've probably heard this a million times, but it's an old saying for a reason. It's 100% true. Almost nobody is ready to buy the instant they become a lead. The real money is made by staying top of mind, providing value over time, and just being there when they are ready. The follow-up turns a no today into a yes tomorrow. And how do you know if any of this is actually working? You have to track the right things. Forget about the vanity metrics over there on the right. The likes, the shares, the follows. They might feel good, but they don't pay the bills. You need to be obsessed with the numbers on the left. What's my cost per lead? How many leads book a call? How many calls close? That's the math that matters. Okay, let's bring it all home. Let's wrap this up with a final principle, which is maybe the most important one of all. So let's just boil this entire thing down. If you want more leads, stop looking for hacks. Just do this. 1, pick one channel and master it. 2, field it with an offer that's so good people feel stupid saying no. And 3, follow up with every single lead as if your entire business depends on it. Because, well, it does. And that's what I want to leave you with. Just one simple question to ask yourself. When you look at what you're doing to grow your business, be honest. Are you actually building a predictable system? Or are you just chasing the next shiny hack? The answer to that question will define your future.